Anyways, so he showed me the page, and it was a funny comment I made on somebody's post that I had already removed from my life that, like, a few months ago, I don't remember when. But that person, I think they might have had something to do with when my Facebook was kept getting reported, and I kept having to not be able to post or whatever, restricted or whatever the fuck it was. That and slash my roommate's baby mama and probably his cousin and his wife. I don't know. They're all blocked now, so. But anyways, so as soon as, and like the funny thing is when I went to go to bed before I cut this person off that I was like from 4 days ago, I was dizzy, and it was weird because I was like, what the fuck? And like it just felt off. The person felt off or something, and yeah. So then as soon as I saw what page it was, I blocked him instantly. I'm like, nope. And I tell you what, I had to go to the bathroom and purge, and yeah, the dizziness I think went away, but it took a while because I had to get that person out of my energy. I'm just like, that's the quickest I've ever listened and cut somebody off. So I'm telling you, none of y'all got a chance. None of the karmic shit has a chance. I'm like seeing shit so clearly. Like I've never seen shit so clearly, which is good. This is what you're supposed to do. Excuse me. I don't feel like pausing. Deal with it. Excuse me. But yeah, I think that might actually be it. I believe. I don't know. I'll just talk about this. I've been watching this show on Netflix called is it called Grace and Frankie or Frankie and Grace? It's pretty good. My aunt was watching it back when it came out. I think it was 2015. I don't know. It looked good back then, but like I just didn't want to watch it because I'm like, my aunt watched it, and F her. she's toxic. Just like she's fucking insane. But I was like, I don't want to be reminded of her. I don't want to deal with that right now. And then I was just like, what the hell? I'll just watch it. It is actually really good. It's very good. It came out in 2015, I think. Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. Oh, that reminded me. Okay, that reminds me because like the way Lily Tomlin talks. See, I have this I can't remember what it's called, where I can taste words, but basically it means like there's certain, for me, like I'm not sure if it works that way for everybody. Is it since I can't even fucking pronounce it. But it's like you taste words, or like you associate words. Like I associate specific words to specific foods. And so like, but it's probably part of this too, where like Lily Tomlin in this show, she talks like, I'm like, her voice, to me, I'm like, her voice sounds like, tastes like lasagna, or sounds like, makes me think of lasagna the way it sounds like. So I'm like, I don't know. I sound bad shit. I don't know. Also, you know how, misophonia, how like you cannot, like it's like you get full of rage at the sound of somebody chewing, or like just whatever sound will make you do that. But it's usually somebody chewing loudly and obnoxiously, or it doesn't even have to be obnoxiously either. Some people. And so like for some reason I had that. But somehow I got my brain to be like, switch it over to like, it will release oxytocin for me. I'm like, how did I do that? And how do I do that? With the other thing I'm about to tell you. I don't know how my brain did that. I don't know how I did it. But like there's this other thing, and I think it's pronounced misokinesia. And it's just like misophonia, but instead of the hearing part, it's when you see people do small repetitive or like motions or whatever, except for it's like it's not on other people. For me, it's on me. So like if I perceive myself or my shadow, for instance, this was where it comes from. If I can have an answer finally. And so I see myself in the mirror, I see myself as a shadow or anything, like doing any small thing, like with my hands, like whatever, or like just whatever. That's what happens. And I honestly think mine like originated from my ex-stepmother. I didn't have this fucking problem until I lived with her. And then it was like horrible. So I'm wondering if it's something to do with the narcissistic abuse, because like you're not seen by them, you have to be invisible or whatever. I don't know. So it's like, how do I get my brain to be like, oh, the sight of me typing even on my phone. If I type in on my phone and it shows up in my shadow, like you see a shadow of you doing that, I'm just like, bro, I'm gonna fucking stab my eyes out. Not really, but like, it feels like that. It can give me that rage. So I'm like, I don't know. Now that I understand it better though, and know I don't feel so crazy, but I still only know one other person, and that's my twin who has that. So it's like it has to be something to do with narc abuse, because yeah, he's a scapegoat as well. So I don't know. Obviously not all scapegoats have that or whatever, because my roommate doesn't. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I pick up on his like self-hate or whatever, because you know you get that from that type of abuse, and you have to, and especially you know you get BPD, then yeah. And so like I wonder if like I pick up on that, and then like it transfers to me like, oh, I hate seeing my own self and my own reflection or anything. It's weird. Yeah, I was gonna talk about something else. And now the timer's running out. And I'm like, what? What was it? Oh, okay, like, I've been seeing this scene where, like, if you were undiagnosed autistic or, you know, ADHD growing up, and, you know, your needs and stuff weren't met and you weren't accommodated properly the way you needed to, you could develop BPD. And I did. But I was diagnosed. But I still wasn't accommodated for. I was still expected to act like a neurotypical and like expected to just like keep up. And I couldn't, you know, and I got in trouble a lot of times for it. But yeah, I developed that, so that's fun. But I think they say you can't cure it, but like I believe it's BPD's like from trauma, you know. So if you're healing your trauma and processing it, then yeah, you're gonna heal that part, right? Like, I don't know. That's just what I feel. So like I think that's what's happening. And I see evidence of it. And I just remembered another thing, but literally running out of time. I wasn't trying to make a whole bunch, but here we are.